both ways. Hot nights, cold days.
Hi, everybody.
No strings.
Jeremy is back.
I'm back.
I missed you, friend.
This seat smells like Cowboys.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't like it.
You hear that?
I don't like it. It stinks.
Welcome to Under Review, where we give it to you real, we give it to you raw, we give it to you authentic. Make sure to follow us on all platforms. You know what I'm talking about? We on Instagram, Podcast Under Review. Yes, that's the handle. I get it confused all the time. What up?
What's good?
My boy is back. You heard me? It feels good to have you back. Where the hell you been at? I know where you been at, but where the hell you been at?
Hustling everywhere, making moves.
Making moves, handling business.
Handling business the right way.
Okay. All right. Smell like Cowboys in here.
You do.
NFC East.
Talk to me.
Okay. We were too busy worried about the AFC West.
Yeah.
NFC East. 3-1. Everybody except the Commanders.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, let the hate out right now.
No, there is
let's get the hate out the way right now.
There is absolutely no hate. We speak facts mixed with a little bit of opinion.
You a little sprinkle of emotion on your end.
Absolutely no hate. You guys Giants play Packers this week in London.
That's going to be a tough game.
It is going to be a tough
game. For both teams.
Yes, it is. I do not think it's an easy rollover for the Packers. Like, I'll talk to you offline. I like the way you guys are winning.
I think you said it perfectly, the way we were winning. It ain't pretty.
Like it.
We playing football, though.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think anybody expected for you guys to, come out swinging and winning all the... Oh, excuse me. Everybody except Giants fans. Nobody expected for you guys to be...
I did.
Oh, okay. Why? Because Dable,
Saquon.
Yeah, he back.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
Yeah.
He looks amazing.
He worked hard this offseason, so.
Daniel Jones needs a little bit more, needs to be refined a little bit more, but
I mean, what you expect for the team was like, yo, we're breaking up with you next year, but you got to stay this year. So what you expect right now?
He's okay.
He's okay, but he's not going to.
I don't think he's it. I've been saying this for how many seasons now?
He's not it for us.
I don't think he's it, but okay, I'll take that. He's not it for you guys, but he's doing okay.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. Saquon looks good, though. He looks fucking great.
I wonder what he was doing this offseason.
He looks fucking great. Defense looks good.
Defense looks really good. And we haven't had all of our pieces.
Hello.
Yeah.
NFC East is surprising me. I didn't think the Cowboys would do whatever the hell they're doing. The Eagles are my clear number one in the NFC East, but it looks like who's fucking with them in the NFC right now.
Eagles might be the number one in the NFL.
Yeah.
They might be.
That's my sentiments. I have people giving me pushback like, oh, look who they're playing. It doesn't matter. It's the way that they're winning.
Right. People don't understand how hard it is to win in the NFL. Doesn't matter how good or how bad you are. Every week, you got to bring your A game. The Eagles are winning convincingly, even when they're not
in different ways.
Right? Even when they're not starting off the best, they find ways to pick it up and finish and close out teams.
Last week's example, did you see the Jaguars game?
Yeah.
I had the Jaguars clearly favored to win, right? Mm-hmm. Because the Jaguars, nobody's paying them any attention, but they're a good team this year. I was saying they're fast.
They're a better team. I wouldn't hand out the good card.
Okay, they're a better team this year. Okay, they're not ass.
They're not ass, but they ain't good. It's like in between good and ass is the Jaguars.
What's that word?
I don't know. Jaguars.
Medium? Average?
Jaguars.
Mediocre. Yeah. Jaguars. But, yeah, they found a way to pull that out the game. I'm just curious to see what happens with the Cowboys when Dak comes back. Because that Cowboys defense is fucking serious right now.
Until they're not. We see the same thing from them every year. I will say this.
Until they're not. That was them last year. Last year it was official on defense.
And they fell off. And then they fell off.
I said I want to say what was I telling you offline, Joe? With the Eagles. I don't think they're going to be a team that starts off hot and falls off. I'm curious to see if that will be them.
For them, it's going to be, can they stay healthy like everybody else, right? And then it's inevitable. With 17 games now, you're going to have an injury to a key player somewhere throughout the course of the season. When that happens to the Eagles, when A.J. Brown doesn't show up, or when Jalen has his first bad game, how does the defense respond? How do the other role players step up and carry the load? I mean, aside from that, barring that, after the first 4 games, you can't say that they're not 1B. I mean, who's better? Who's playing better football than them right now?
No, they're playing the best football, complimentary football. Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see what happens.
That
pains me to say that.
I mean, listen, NFC East is high.
No, that's the best conference right
That pains me to say that.
That best division, I should say.
Yeah. Y'all okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Y'all fucking good. Y'all mediocre.
Okay, give us our credit.
Y'all whatever.
We've been on the bottom for a while.
Y'all whatever. Y'all are fucking whatever. Tua Tagovailoa, the Dolphins. What's that who about? Keep them out 4 weeks, 5 weeks. The Dolphins not going to be what we were proclaiming them to possibly be.
I was never on that train.
Okay.
Not with a new head coach that really.
My man's is swaggy. He kind of sound high all the time. I don't know.
He give me that Cali like, hey man,
like
you want to go for it or what? Like, what are we doing? But I was never on that bandwagon, and you know, from my background as a player and then what I do now for a living, what happened to Tua, I think when all said and done, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be exposed about what was going on behind the scenes with that. That was dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, not only was it dangerous, it was poorly managed. Anybody with eyes can see that you don't do that. Where's the accountability? I know the NFL, well, for me, they're all about the politics, right? Within
No, they're all about the money.
Yeah, everybody making a big deal about it in the media. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, independent neurologist gets fired.
Well, NFL has always been reactive and not proactive, right? If this same situation would have happened in the NBA, we would have seen. First, it would have never happened,
right?
Because it would have never gotten to that point. And the NBA is so proactive. That's one of the things I love about that league is there's no such thing as crisis management because they rarely have crisis.
NBA is reactive, not proactive to every fucking thing. Every fucking thing. Tua's out. He has a history of injuries, people. Allegedly, Rex Ryan stated that he found out he had information that Tua had 5 surgeries as opposed to the 3 that was reported before he was drafted. He can't sustain in the league if there aren't some adjustments made. I mean, he's a smaller guy compared to the other grown-ass men. They're coming to take your head off, right?
He's like stature and body composition.
Yes.
He's Russell Wilson, like similar,
smaller guy.
Smaller, but not. He's not. He's not a toothpick. He's not. His history has shown him to not be durable.
Right.
But what quarterback, what NFL player, aside from the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers, who NFL is not about durability, right? You want to milk the cow.
Then were taller, bigger.
But they were taller, bigger, but they were less athletic, right? So they were sheltered. They were staying in the confines of a pocket, not taking those hits. Where these guys, although they might not be as big in stature, they're way more mobile. And those little hits that everybody overlooks, everybody thinks that those smack wow hits are the ones that take you down. It's those little ones consistently that
like we saw with Tua against the Bills.
Yeah.
That hit that impact was not
it's
didn't look
ones.
Let me say, I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It didn't look.
But those are the ones.
Hard, right.
Those are the ones.
Right. And for him to seize, what did they call that? Second impact syndrome or something like that. Didn't the NFL years ago put into place for kids that play high school football? Like, that's a no-no on that level. So why not give your professional athletes that same courtesy? Because kids, not everybody, like kids, people pass away from second impacts.
Absolutely.
Because your brain isn't healed from the first one.
Your brain's not designed to take that trauma. At the high school level, at the college level, at the pro level, any level.
At any level. That being said, can the Dolphins maintain the level of success that they've been having the first 4 weeks? They do have a good defense. Their offense. Who's their running back? Chase Edmonds? They're not really running the ball like that, but
They got Teddy Two Gloves though.
Teddy Bridgewater is my guy, but Teddy Bridgewater is also a hit away from being out. You know that.
Everybody is.
No, but come on, Teddy's history.
He been there before though.
Yeah, how many times Teddy start and didn't finish a season?
A lot.
Exactly. So am I putting all my trust in Teddy Two Gloves?
You got no choice.
Who's the other guy?
Right there. That's it. I mean,
So can they sustain? And then look at Tyreek Hill's reaction the first time Tua went down. He was not impressed when Teddy got in the game.
in Teddy's defense, you see Any Given Sunday, right?
Oh my
Teddy
gosh.
Bridgewater was Jamie Foxx on the bench
my gosh, we
reading the
gotta
paper.
stop.
He wasn't planning on going in. He was not ready. So let's see. They got the Jets this week. Let's see how, after a week of preparation of being the number one, after developing some chemistry and taking those snaps and getting those deep balls and those intermediate routes to Tyreek, let's see how he responds against a Jets defense, which is not bad, right? We'll see. This will be a good litmus test to see how good that offense can be without Tua.
Without Tua. I like Teddy. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I need to see what happens because I had the Dolphins as possibly my sneaky pick, like how I had the Bengals
Shame
last
on
year,
you.
right? Yeah,
When
I
all
see.
said and done, it's going to be like
see.
that quote, man. They are who we thought they were. Like the Dolphins are a middle-of-the-pack team at best, and now a seemingly weak AFC East. I mean,
Oh yeah, you're not lying about
So,
that. Because what are
they got to
the
be
Patriots
mediocre
doing?
to finish second.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad.
So the pressure's off Teddy. I mean, he's playing with house money.
That's bad. AFC East. Bills Mafia. Hey y'all. Roll my eyes. Roll my eyes. Ravens, Bills, best team in the AFC. Who do you have? Or do you have any of them?
If I had to pick one in the AFC, it's not going to be either one of those two.
Which team?
Did you not see the Kansas City game? Did you not see that
Yeah, I
magician that we
forgot
call
about-
Pat
Look,
Mahomes?
look.
Did you not see?
How dare I forget about
Did
the
you
Kansas
not
City
see?
Chiefs? How dare I forget about them?
Listen, after
Wow, shame on me.
After the ass whooping the Bills laid down week one, right? That was the Rams.
Shame on me. The Rams don't even
Yeah,
look like.
let's
But
not-
yeah, it's-
And then who they beat up somebody week two too, right?
the Dolphins? No, they lost
No,
to
they
the
lost to
Dolphins.
the Dolphins. And then they beat somebody week three, whoever it is. Again, it's 17 weeks. I didn't put too much quality, too much value in that week one
How dare I
when-
forget about the Chiefs? Shame on me.
over the Rams. We see what the Rams are now. If I had to pick a team out of the AFC, it's going to be the Chiefs. My 1B is going to be the Bills.
Okay, thank you for Bills over Ravens. That's all I want to know. Is it Ravens over Bills or Bills over Ravens?
But the Ravens don't look like they don't have any
Defense
like,
is deplorable.
No, not even the defense. Like offensively, they don't look like they have their pecking order solidified. Like who's your go-to guy? Who's your number two?
Lamar,
Who's your
Lamar,
blanket? Right, exactly.
Lamar,
Exactly.
and Lamar. So when it's all said and done, pay him what he's worth. If he's even
Let that man go. Let him leave.
uh,
It's a reason why I don't want to pay him. So let him go somewhere else.
he is the franchise.
He is, but can he be the franchise with no tools?
No tools. It's him. It's him.
Can
it's
he?
him.
So can he have the same success he's had with no tools, with no legitimate deep threat, with no defense that's playing consistent? I mean, their defense are deplorable.
It's not. Their defense isn't good right now.
Their defense
I
is
don't know if it's
terrible.
if I don't even see them
They look
getting better as the
unmotivated.
season
Yeah.
goes on. I
There's
don't
too
see
much
that.
like back and forth between their players on the defensive side of the ball. It's just they're
they
not
can't.
playing.
They can't finish games. This is what the second week in a row where there were 17
Yeah.
point plus lead, and
Yep.
they just
Yep.
they can't close out.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
They
just
can't.
a
That's-
complete meltdown.
that's a no.
So how much? I mean, how much of that is on coaching? How much of that is on the game plan? Like, again, being a former player, part of finishing is number one attitude, right? You just gotta have that mentality. Like we want to finish the game, but the second part is preparation.
It's I have no words because I had the Ravens. I have them right now in my top 5 in the AFC
How?
because it's the Ravens. It's Lamar Jackson.
Or is the AFC
It's
that
just-
trash?
is it that trash? The AFC is supposed to be the powerhouse this season, right? And,
If you got
and
the
look what
Ravens in the top,
2022 giving us. It's
if you
giving
got
us
the
Twilight
Ravens
Zone.
in your top 5 in the AFC, then the AFC is that trash.
Or I'm not giving due to other teams that deserve the respect that they're not getting. Let's be honest. here.
Let's go division by division. I mean,
Well, the AFC
AFC
South
North
is no
is
bueno.
garbage. The South is garbage. So we're talking about the West and the East, okay?
The West is not living up to the hype
Right.
at all.
So if you said I had to pick 5 teams,
If you pick, so
the top
you have
5 in the AFC,
Chiefs
I'm
out
only
of
going to
A-
give you 2.
the Chiefs out of the AFC West. The AFC South has nobody. Jeez
0.
Louise. The AFC East, the Bills.
Buffalo. I mean,
AFC North,
there's a question.
Maybe Bengals question
There's
mark?
a question mark on Miami. Let's see how they look.
That's only
minus
3 teams. God
yeah,
damn.
you can't get 5. You
God
can't.
damn.
There's no possible way you can get 5.
Shit.
The AFC
The
has
Browns?
turned to
Maybe.
the AFC has turned to the NFC West from like 11, 12 years ago when everybody was like
Jeez.
7 and 9. That's the AFC. That's the whole AFC right
Oh,
now.
you know it's a long season.
Yeah,
so
it's 17 games.
So give it time to watch these people. You know, Jesus.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you're like whatever.
It's just we're not seeing good football from the
We're
AFC.
not. We're not. We're not really seeing good football. Period. Yet. Yeah, let's be real. I don't have the Eagles, just the Eagles. The NFC is surprising us. It's like reverse. We thought, like I said, I thought the AFC would be it, and I thought the NFC would be a free for all.
Were you not impressed by San Fran on Monday?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm mad at myself that I didn't pick the 49ers to win because I usually do. Yes, I was impressed with San Fran.
Were you not impressed?
But the Rams are just
The Rams are the Rams.
They just look like.
But again, we're
do they
talking about.
do they give a fuck this season? They look like
You still got to come out and play your game, and that's what the Niners did.
the Niners look good. Their defense, and they don't even have all their pieces on defense. They look good.
And look, I'll do you one better. Even though Tampa lost,
Offensively, they looked way better than they did the first.
right? Look, we're talking about a Tom Brady led team. Well, first of all,
It's gonna take time. Cole Beasley just retired, by the way.
Even
LOL.
aside from that,
He
we're talking.
retired today.
Let us not forget, Tampa had to relocate the majority of last week, right, because of the hurricane. So you can't even take all what we saw on Sunday into true
The
consideration.
O-line looked way better.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tom Brady. At the end of the day, it's Tom Brady. It's a solid defense, and we're talking about it's being week 5 now.
Yeah.
Give them time. So out of the NFC, who are we looking at? We're looking at Packers,
Bucks,
Niners,
maybe the fucking Cowboys. Holy shit.
Eagles.
Maybe the Vikings if they could.
No, maybe. I mean, just you can
if they
Vikings
could
or
get it
Cowboys,
together.
pick one.
Yeah, if they could get it together. If they could get it together. Yeah.
All the heavy hitters on the NFC side this year.
Which is surprising because, again, the NFC in the offseason looked weak compared to all the moves made.
Yeah, I'm wondering if all the teams that are, your 3-1s, your 2-2s, all those top tier to middle of the pack teams. Curious to find out how many free agent acquisitions they had. Like, what's the difference between this year and last year? Because last year was the exact opposite.
Well,
AFC
I'm looking at how defenses are playing these top heavy teams, right? That's what I'm looking at with the first 4 weeks of the season. I'm looking at the defenses. I'm looking at the packages, right? Coaching.
At this point, coaching is coaching. I think the biggest difference for me, looking at all of the teams that are playing well, are the defenses.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Everybody has a
too.
dominant front seven.
Yes.
Like, that's the difference.
Yes.
If you look at the Packers front seven, I mean, Rashawn Gary took out 2 quarterbacks in 4 minutes or something
their
like that.
run game a little funky though, but they should get better as their run defense a little funky, but they should get better as season progresses.
Yeah. San Fran's defense, same thing, very
San
physical.
Fran defense is crazy. Cowboys defense is crazy.
Eagles
Bucks
defense
is
Bucks
crazy.
defense, like everybody is very, very solid up front.
Yes.
Like a solid 3-4 man rotation with your D line, a solid play from your linebackers allows you to get away with a nice easy cover 2 on the back end, or defensive backs that either take a lot of risks and they pay off, or they're real conservative and they just sit back and let the guys up front do their job. That's the NFC defenses in a nutshell.
AFC defenses, what y'all doing?
Swiss cheese. What was my word from 2 years? Porous. Very porous. There's not,
we need a shirt with Swiss cheese on it,
Swiss
because this
cheese.
guy.
A whole bunch of holes.
Defenses, what are you guys doing?
Well,
the Bills defense isn't.
they're hurt.
Yeah, they're
They
not
got a lot
bad.
of injuries.
I was telling Joe offline, Micah Hyde, when he went down, I wanted to see how that was going to affect their defense as a whole. And then I'm curious to see if Von Miller is going to be able to continue to play at a high level for the entire season.
Why wouldn't he be?
I was just curious. I just want to see.
No,
I want to see, because I love Von. Don't get me wrong. He's a freak of nature. He's a beast, right?
But why
okay,
wouldn't he?
let me.
They're not doubling him.
Let me play devil's advocate, right? Was he the guy that you call in towards the end of the season and he helps catapult you, or he's healthy now, right? Is he gonna continue?
He's
to
healthy,
play
but
at
he's
a high
still
level?
older. You tell
He's
Von.
a freak of nature.
Listen, for the first 8 games of the season, I want you to be situational. You can pick and choose when you want to play.
Okay, coach.
As long as you come out and you close when we need a sack, get it.
Get it done.
But the back half of the season, we need you out there.
Turn up.
You got to play the run.
Turn up.
You got to get some sacks. You got to draw 2 so that somebody else can eat. Right now, so you got to remember, right now everybody's looking at him as being the weak link of that defensive line
I don't know why.
because he's older.
I don't know why.
It's a young man's game.
He's a freak of fucking
He
nature.
is.
I don't know why. He's a cheat code too.
When he wants to be. But again, what is this, year 11 for him?
That's a long time. How old is he? 34?
Yeah, 33 or 34, I believe, something like that.
34?
So he doesn't have to be. It worked out well for him last year, right? Because you got to pick, right? You want to double 99 or you want to double him. Whatever you do, the other person's going to come through.
And then he didn't come in. He didn't come into that system off the gate going crazy. To
Right.
your point, right? Work your way in, learn system.
It's
do what you
that basketball load management.
They love that.
You ain't got to be a star right now. Like, these games don't mean nothing.
What are the Rams doing?
Trying to figure out why they let
don't
Von
think-
Miller go.
I don't think
Trying to figure out why
But
they didn't re-sign Odell.
week 1, week 2, week 3, like you just got that. I just got that feeling watching them play. Like, nope. I know. Defensively, they were like missing pieces first week, second week, but I'm just like, nope. Matt Stafford. I wonder if he's hiding some stuff from personnel as far as injuries go. Right. The Rams offensively, they do a lot of three wide receiver sets, right? But we know Cooper Kupp is that guy. If you've been living under the rock, he's been that guy. Because I've always said if he was healthy when the Patriots played them in the Super Bowl, might have been a different story. Because Cooper Kupp was always he didn't have a complete season for the first few years,
I'm
right?
with you.
We know he's that guy, but all the other 31 teams know too. Because all Matt is doing is like targeting. They're one dimensional.
This has always
Where's Allen
been
Robinson?
This has always been my question with Cooper Kupp. Can he be a legitimate number 1 when everybody knows he's a number 1? It's different when you're a number 2 and you get number 1 looks because somebody else is out there. But now we see like the defenses are made to stop him, right? Like we're gonna say, well, you can throw it to anybody else, but you're not gonna be able to get it to him.
Is he not targeting Allen Robinson? Like what
He's
is
having a
going
hard
on
time fitting in the
in the
offense.
scheme?
Yeah. And their running game is non-existent. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with Cam Akers.
I don't know.
He fumbles a lot. Like I don't.
Do they have Henderson?
Yeah. The run game is not. But then I think we didn't mention the most important part. Like they lost a cornerstone of their offensive line. Like you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to take 2 years to replace
That's
that
true.
leadership.
That's true.
That's like having an extra coach on the field, and then he was really good at what he did too. He was physical. He wasn't just like a big dude that was out there covering up his physical limitations with his intellect. He was a perennial All-Pro player.
Yes, he was.
And then he retires, and you don't have anybody coming up to replace. So that's where it's, I mean, that's going to lead to your quarterback getting knocked all over the place. That's going to lead to your running game being inconsistent because you don't have the guys up front making the right checks or the right calls. There's a lot of moving parts. And then on top of that, it's the Super Bowl hangover.
I believe it's a lot of the Super Bowl hangover because you had Aaron Donald. A lot of people chased the money. Aaron Donald was contemplating retirement.
They all chased the money.
Then he got that bag. Von Miller said, I'm out. I really thought he was going to end up back on the Broncos. Sean McVay was talking, I don't know if I'm coming back to coaching. So,
it's one thing to win the Super Bowl, right? But it's another thing to win the Super Bowl when you're in L.A. Like, that's a whole different – that's a whole offseason of not doing anything – like positive or beneficial to the next season. Like literally that it's going to take them a couple years to rebuild from that Super Bowl.
Well, the Rams and all 12 of their fans can enjoy their season because we saw what happened at that parade. All 12 of their fans and all the fill-ins that came in. A lot of people were, well, not, the fans were making statements that, getting Matt Stafford they should have kept Jared Goff, basically. That's what they were saying.
Not win a Super Bowl?
And not win a Super Bowl, exactly. If you would have kept Jared Goff, there would be no Super Bowl.
If they weren't in L.A., then you could do that.
There would be no Super Bowl.
In L.A., you got to win.
The Lions look all right, though. I know, I'm bouncing from team to team. But speaking of Jared Goff, the Lions look okay. Jeremy, what did you call them earlier?
I forget. I talk a lot of shit about a lot of people. What did I call them?
The Lions, to me, it doesn't matter who plays quarterback. One of my coworkers is a Lions fan. He swears they look good. But
How?
To me,
is he from Detroit?
That's probably. It doesn't matter who they have at quarterback. The team is the same. Almost like the little engine that could. They almost there, but they can never finish.
It's Detroit.
Ever.
What do you expect?
The fuck? Are they like the Browns in that sense?
It is
Well, the
Detroit.
Browns were shitty forever.
I love Detroit, but it's
they have some pieces offensively.
Who doesn't have pieces offensively? Every team in the league has pieces offensively.
But the Lions are putting up the most points. But they put up like 35 points a game or something like that.
Which means they're giving up a lot of points.
But they're giving up 33 points.
If you're putting up 35 and you're giving up 38.
But they're giving up like 33.5 points a game.
There might be a coaching change pretty soon.
Not that guy.
There might be.
He's like the best motivational speaker, though.
Yeah, low-key he is. He definitely is.
He's like the best.
They're so cliche, too. And some of them are like completely abstract. Like he's just winging it.
He's not getting fired.
If you putting up 35 and you're giving up 38 consistently.
I was gonna say Nathaniel Hackett's name, but I feel like I've been picking on him for the first.
He deserves to be dragged through the mud.
That's a trending topic.
Let's make that trend for 19 weeks.
Yo, what is going on in Let's Ride? What's going on? Russell looked the best last week against the Raiders that he's looked all season long, even though
that was still average. That was still
2 touchdowns. He ran in for 1, still average, but that's the best he looked.
His stats are similar to Geno Smith. That should clear it up right there.
There's no where's
they tried to write me off, but I ain't right back. His stats are the same as that.
You know what it's making me think about? So in the first 3 weeks of the season, right, there was talks about all these former players, and you know how that goes. The tea come out. There were talks that Russell, he's straight business. He's not the quarterback that's like, yo, Jay, let's get off.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, Jay, what up?
We're
I'll see you.
Win.
Oh, we at the practice field? Okay. Yeah. That's the only time, allegedly, that he engaged with his receivers, etc. Right. So I wonder if that's factual. Probably is some truth to it. But I wonder if it's that same kind of vibe in Denver. And if it is, obviously that's part of it.
Well,
I'm not going to blame.
If he had that vibe in Seattle with everybody else, right, and then he goes to Denver.
Same energy, same wave?
Same energy, same wave, and the receivers are 8 to 9 years younger than the dudes he was with in Seattle. Yeah, there's going to be a disconnect, right?
Clearly, you see it. You got Cortland Sutton, who is, like, again, to your point, everybody got pieces. You got Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, they got pieces.
Fumble Gordon.
They got pieces.
Javonte Williams is out for this.
They got pieces.
So what's up? It's very disappointing. It's very sad.
It's hard for older quarterbacks to.
He ain't that old. That boy like 31, 2, 3.
But you're talking about your number 1, 2, and 3 targets are like 22, 23, 24.
You ain't that much older than him. I know in football the age gap is a little different.
Well, it's not even about the age gap. I think years ago somebody broke down the dynamics of an NFL locker room, right? You got dudes that are going home to their wives and their families.
And he all about the family.
Their families, like, not like new families. Like, you got a kid starting 3rd grade, a kid starting 5th grade. And then you got dudes that just got their $23 million signing bonus, that just bought a $4 million car, living in an $8 million house, going out to the clubs every single night. What is that kid? Is he going to go over there to Russell and Ciara's house and have Bible study? Probably not.
Why got to be Bible study?
Because that's what I see Russ and Ciara doing on a Tuesday or Wednesday. They're having Bible study. Meanwhile, Jerry Judy and everybody else is trying to go out and see what Denver has to offer.
Not Bible study. Listen.
It's a lack of chemistry.
I don't know. It's looking. They got me down bad. Didn't I pick them to come out the AFC West?
I think
between
so.
them and the Chargers.
I think so.
They got me down bad between the Chargers being hurt, and the Raiders just being the biggest disappointment.
To you.
Yeah, to me. Well, to me and a lot of other people, because a lot of other people actually had the Raiders first or second in the AFC West.
Really?
A lot of people did. Yes, they did because of
some prop bets on FanDuel.
Yeah,
because if it hit, it pays well.
And Devontae
But football people,
Adams playing with his best friend.
He don't. That was all part of the NFL story soap opera. I'm getting reunited with my college roommate.
He don't know that like that.
He's like, how much y'all paying me? And what story y'all want me to say?
Listen.
All right, yeah.
Is that playbook a little complicated?
Nah.
Does it even matter? You guys are pros.
Unlike everybody else, I don't think the Raiders have the pieces. I think everybody else has
the same pieces from last year with some additions. And then on defense, you had Chandler Jones. You had what's up?
look at how, and again, I could be looking too far into it, right? But look at how Kansas City got better when you took away their main threat, right? Their go-to guy.
Did they get better?
Offensively? You don't think Patrick Mahomes is playing the quarterback position a little bit better, knowing?
Listen, I like to ask these questions. Did they get better?
I think so.
Okay.
So take the inverse of that situation.
No, Patrick Mahomes looked fucking crazy. He looked like a video game character. I'm gonna be talking my shit. Did they get better?
But listen,
did they?
Why he looks better because he knows he can't just throw it up and have somebody run 1,000 miles per hour and get it, right? So and not saying he wasn't playing quarterback before. I'm just saying when you lose those tools, it makes you become better at your craft or your skill. Now flip it, right? Mm-hmm. Let's take an all-world receiver, an all-world talent, and drop him on the Raiders to a quarterback who everybody's up and down with.
Is he snake bitten? I've been like, Derek Carr, what's up with you? What is up?
The Carr curse.
I mean, David Carr, they did his brother a little dirty.
He got beat to death. That's what it was.
They did David Carr a little dirty, but I mean, yeah. Okay. Week 5. Let's get into these game picks. How your fantasy team doing?
Terrible. Terrible.
I'm in 6 leagues this year. I'm insane.
You're in 6 leagues every year.
No.
You hedge your bets 5 times. I'm in 1 league. So when my team does poorly, I feel bad.
Yeah, I feel bad.
You in 6, so you could care less.
What had happened was I really was supposed to do 2, and 1 was supposed to be for practice. I got kind of carried away. So it's...
And 2 turned to 6?
It's 4 for practice.
Okay. And then 2 that you actually care about.
2 for real.
Got it.
I finally won in my league.
You went 1 for 6? Or 1? Yeah, you went 1 for 6?
Last week I was 4 for 6, but I finally won in my league because I was whooping ass in every other league, but in my league I was
the league
0 for
you
3.
started?
Yeah, it's bad. It's embarrassing. I don't like to talk about that. Yo, let's get into these game picks. Can we pull these things up? Annoying ass. Who playing who? Annoying ass. But you won last week, right? Or did Jonathan win?
Hey, man. This drink ain't it. What's this? What's this? This ain't ice. What is this, plastic?
Yeah, Jonathan put the plastic in
Bag a little too hard.
He put the plastic in the thing. Oh my gosh, you guys are funny.
First day back and this how I get treated?
Fire him. Fire him, fire him, fire him.
I'm taking another 6-week vacation.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, Lions, Patriots.
Lions. Just to see you get mad. Lions.
I'm going to pick the Patriots.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
Wait, where they're playing in Foxborough or?
Yes, but Patriots can't fucking win. Like, what is going on? They're finish the goddamn game because they aren't getting their ass kicked. They're in it.
Lions. Who's quarterback? The dude with the weird name? Zappy?
Zappy. Bailey Zappy.
Zappy?
Yes, Brian Hoyer's still in concussion protocol.
Gary hit his ass that hard?
Listen. The NFL wasn't playing. You see when you make a little noise, when the media makes a little noise, he falls down one time. Oh, get him out of here.
Get him out.
Get him out of here. Cameron Brate, get him out of here. Who else? Who else got hit? They were like, get him out of here. So, no. Yeah, Colts, Broncos.
Ooh. Denver.
I'm going Denver, too. The Colts look like
They look shitty.
Yeah, they look like...
And I think, is Jonathan Taylor, is he hurt?
Jonathan Taylor's out this week.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Can I take Denver twice?
You can take Denver 3 times, as many times as you like to. The difference between the Colts and Denver is the Colts are in a funky AFC South, so they have time to kind of try and take control.
All they got to do is go win 7-8 games, and they're good.
Not doing that. Giants, Packers.
You know what I got.
Yeah.
Giants, for the record.
This is tough. I think I have the Giants. They play the Packers tough historically. It gives the Packers a hard time. Packers. Yeah,
I'm worried
Giants.
about the Packers pass rush.
Yeah, I have the Giants. Packers were barely in it against a Bucks team with no offensive weapons, a Patriots team with the third string quarterback.
They got weapons. The Bucks got weapons.
The day that they played the Packers, though. Because remember, Mike Thomas was gone. That Cole Beasley came back. Oh, Mike Thomas, yes. Mike Evans was gone.
Oh, he didn't play that game?
He was suspended. Cole Beasley had just came back for like 2 snaps.
Okay.
I did a whole thing. Never mind. Steelers, Bills. I'm going Bills.
Bills.
Chargers, Browns.
In
the dog pound.
In the dog pound?
At the dog pound. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm going to go with Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to that. I want to go Browns. I'm going to go Browns now. I might go Chargers. Texans, Jaguars. Definitely going Jags. Tie.
No, the Texans already tied this year, right?
The Texans already tied.
Jags.
Yeah, I'm going Jags. Bears, Vikings. Oh, Lord.
I like this.
I'm going Vikings.
I'm going with the Bears.
Wow. Shocker. Seahawks, Saints. In New Orleans.
Saints.
Yeah.
Wait, who's playing quarterback?
We don't know. I'm going Seahawks for now
until
I get the injury report.
I'm going to hold off.
Dolphins, because Alvin Kamara didn't play last week.
Jameis is out for a couple weeks.
Jameis was out. Mike Thomas played last week?
He did play, right? No, he didn't play?
No, he didn't play. Yeah, so I'm going Seahawks till I see that injury report.
Okay.
Dolphins, Jets. I'm going
with the Jets.
Jets. Me too, unfortunately. Nope, don't make a sound. Falcons, Bucks. I'm going Bucks. It's in Tampa.
Bucks.
No Cordell Patterson. He's on IR.
Yeah, is he out for the season or he's on IR, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he's out for the season. Okay. I hope not. Titans, Commanders. I'm going Titans because I don't know what's going on in Washington. Yeah. Niners, Panthers. I'm going Niners. What the hell is going on in Carolina? Oh, what happened to your boy Baker Mayfield, huh? It's quiet for your boy, huh? Quiet for your guy, huh? Thought he was good. Thought he was good out here. Eagles, Cardinals. This is going to be a good game.
No, it's not.
Nobody respects Kyler fucking Murray.
No, it is not. The Eagles.
Nobody respects Kyler Murray. Damn.
Kyler Murray don't respect Kyler Murray.
I'm going Eagles. Cowboys, Rams. I'm actually going Cowboys.
Really?
Actually.
This is
I don't know what the
at
Rams doing.
Jerry World or
No.
This is LA?
It's in LA. I don't know what they doing.
I'm going with the Rams.
Please. It's going to be, that stadium's
going
going to
with the
be
Rams.
full of Cowboys fans.
That's fine.
The Rams are going to cry, try to do what they did last year,
Nah,
try
they're
to
not.
divert
You
people
know what's
from.
going to happen? Their defense is going to step up.
Okay, we'll see.
Their
We'll
defense
see.
is going to step up.
I know whose defense is going to step up. It's going to be the Cowboys.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, it's Cowboys. Okay.
I might change that later.
Bengals, Ravens. In
Ravens.
Baltimore.
Ravens.
It's their
Ravens.
redemption game.
Ravens.
It's going to be tough. Yeah, get back to me on that one. Raiders,
I like the Bengals
Chiefs.
defense, though.
Kansas City, of course.
Raiders. Yeah,
I'm going Kansas
Kansas
City.
City.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Positive.
This solid. We're not switching, right?
I might switch up on that Ravens and Bengals game.
You know, I'm switching. I'll do what I want. It's my team.
You make it.
Yo, I
It's
think
your show.
I'm 0 for 3, which you got 0 for 4. Wait, what are we doing? Let's get this out the way. We doing points or we doing points or we doing record?
So it's either win by week or who chooses the most right games.
So what we doing? We doing points or we doing records? Let's be clear. What are we doing?
I need to know where I stand right now before I answer that
We
question.
tell y'all this. You see how y'all be cheating? Y'all be cheating.
Weeks.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Yeah, Jay, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Appreciate you. You coming back for week 6?
I'm going to get back to you on that one.
Yo, this guy
Maybe week
right
7.
here. This guy right here.
Week 7. Possibly week 7.
Okay. All right.
Week 6 is probably a hard no. Week 7 is 80-20, yes.
Out of pocket.
80-20,
Later,
yes.
guys. We're going to end it on that note. We're going to end it on that note.
Got a lot of living to do before I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Tryna chase a bag every day that I'm alive. Just let me know the time and place, and let's get it, nigga. New women, old ways, never wifey's old bays, and they going both ways. Hot nights, cold days. I ain't fucking no strays. Me comfort, no way.